first joined Toastmasters, I thought Pathways was just a fancy name for more homework. Who's with me? And for our guests, Pathways refers to the educational choice we get to make while we make our speeches. We have pathways that focus on humor, leadership, speaking, and I think there's about 12 of them now, and we call those pathways. As I look back, in completing 3 pathways, I have a different perspective than when I did this last time when I wrapped up my second speech. And now I feel like pathways is more like a long hike going up a steep hill with rain. And the speeches are like snacks and the signposts are like the timing lights. But then when you get to the top, you think, oh my gosh, I'm almost there. Why am I doing this? It's so much work. And then the view from the top comes into place and you see, wow, all the work was worth it and the journey was worth it. It's beautiful looking back at the progress we make when we get to the top or the end of a pathway. Madam Toastmaster, friends and guests, welcome to From to Umm-stoppable. This is my Toastmasters transformation journey. Today, I will share 4 lessons that I have learned in completing 3 different pathways. Are you curious? Flash me a smile. Fantastic. Lesson number 1. Say yes before you're ready. My first pathway was presentation mastery. I thought the icebreaker was going to be easy breezy. 5 to 7 minutes of talking about myself, no problem. Then, about 5 minutes into the speech, I start talking way too fast and my paper's trembling and I'm clutching it. And I'm secretly hoping that the green light means stop. I was panicked and I couldn't, much like our guest said today, I couldn't figure out what was happening to me. There's something about taking the stage for the very first time in an icebreaker and getting through it. And I think that's one of my favorite memories is that very first speech. And spoiler alert, none of us are ready. We have to just jump in. It's through our actions that mastery presents itself. As a recovering perfectionist and people pleaser, I always thought I had to be perfect. Everything had to be flawless. And then I realized there's beauty in imperfection. It's easier said than done. I'm still working on the perfectionism problem, but there is beauty in the imperfect. So for those of you who are new, please do not get so caught up on that icebreaker that you never get it. Jump into the deep end. It'll be fun once it's over, I promise. And we cannot read or watch or wish our way to becoming a better speaker. We have to do it. We must speak and speak often. Saying yes led me to all those amazing things that Turtle shared. I did complete 3 pathways. I'm working on a 4th one now. I'm doing engaging humor. I'm working for the district, doing training, area director, and I got to work on the conference. And I employ all of you to check out our District 2 website. There are so many amazing things in our district, way beyond our club. There are contests and managerial rules. And like Turtle also said, I'm going for my Distinguished Toastmaster designation, which I can't believe I'm even here 3 years later, all from that one small yes when Jean Tracy said, will you join our club? Lesson number 2, remember that failure is just feedback, and sometimes it's comedy. In my first speech on this new path, Engaging Humor, I discovered that the best laughs come when you can laugh at yourself first. It was a dramatic story about me falling off a horse as a young girl and literally getting back on the horse as an adult, and it was kind of traumatic to relive that experience when I was writing the speech. And then I thought, if I can tell this in a humorous way and laugh about it, it'll be cathartic. And it was. I healed so much more of that trauma just laughing about it and sharing the funny things that the little girls said to me along that ride. It was an incredible experience. Make no mistake, the applause is awesome in our speeches, but the other thing I realized is we have to detach ourselves from what's happening around us and just the goal is not the applause. The goal is just to make your audience feel something. And the best way I know to do that if you're a new speaker is just tell your own stories. Take the whole nervousness out about writing a speech for the first time and trying to memorize a monologue. If you're going to do your icebreaker, just get up there and tell a story, and it'll be so much easier and a lot less stress. The third lesson I learned is my voice is my gift. I never thought I would speak again. I had thyroid cancer 12 years ago. It changed the cadence and the sound of my voice. And then in my first pathway, presentation mastery, I started warming up, getting used to it. And then I went on to persuasive influence path. And I realized the speech isn't about the perfect delivery. It is about making the audience feel something. And it was nice that I did those pathways in that progression specifically, because presentation mastery, you're kind of worried about if you're using slides and are you presenting the correct way. And then when I got to persuasive pathway, I was able to take all the mechanics out of it and really try to work on influencing and making my audience feel something when I'm speaking. And that really changed the progression of all my speeches thereafter. I became a mentor, and a lot of my speech titles that I pick are training speeches. Our voices can shift perspectives. They can open hearts. But most importantly, if you're really persuasive, you can get people to take officer roles and meeting roles that they didn't even know they wanted. Persuasion is a great path, and I really recommend it that you all try out Persuasion Pathway. My last lesson is the community is my secret weapon. Toastmasters is not a solo sport. My growth happened because I surrounded myself with people who gave me feedback and encouragement. And yes, the occasional reality check. Our club is a laboratory. It's a safe place to cook things up and try different styles out and fail forward and have fun. The mentors, the peers, and even the tough evaluations are all the scaffolding that help us get to new heights, speech after speech, and we end up getting to a higher plateau than we even think because the group is lifting us up. It's not a solo effort. When you show up for your community, they show up for you, as all of you have done for me, and I really appreciate all the things you've done for me over the past 3 years and all the evaluations. All that support turns scary goals into shared victories, and that's amazing. In closing, after 3 pathways, countless speeches, and enough learning opportunities to create my own blooper reel, this is what I know. Say yes before you're ready, because the magic happens in the deep end. Treat failure like a feedback and laugh when you can. Use your voice. It's not just the sound that comes out of your mouth, it's your superpower. And lastly, lean on your community. Not only is there a community there to support you, but it's just a lot more fun when you're doing something like this together. Toastmasters has taught me that the stage is not where we speak, it's where we become our best selves. So go out there, say yes, use your voice, and jump into the deep end. Madam Toastmaster.